Hi, we're Joel Lia, and today's video is differences between American and British culture, which is probably the way we describe our whole channel.
Our whole channel, yeah.
This is like encompassing.
Broad. You know, now sometimes we go very niche to like specific things. This is just like, why not? Let's just talk about, you know, loads of various things.
Yeah, that pop up in other videos, but we've never really done a sit down. You know.
Before we get started, very quick thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
Squarespace are a platform that allow you to build beautiful websites. So whatever it is you might want to put on a website, maybe your personal brand, your business, maybe your business is your personal brand. You can use Squarespace to do that and create some really professional, slick looking, beautiful websites.
Yeah, we'll talk a bit more about them later on. We do have a discount code for you if you want to start your own website. But yeah, we'll get onto that in a little bit.
You're so funny. We'll get onto that in a little bit. So the first difference, which we've been made aware of, is that like Americans aren't necessarily judged on what supermarkets they shop at. A supermarket's a supermarket. Yeah. But in the UK, there are a lot of people that will sort of sneakily judge you based on where you do your food shopping. Yeah. Which isn't really a very nice trait about the UK, is it?
I mean, if you want to see our supermarket hierarchy video, we've got one of those, so go check that out. Yeah. But yeah, if you shop at like M&S or Waitrose, people are sort of like, ooh, that's
you've
fancy.
Got money. Yeah.
If you shop at Aldi or Lidl like we do, people are a bit more like, oh, you're a bit budget.
Yeah, exactly. People would literally just go, oh, you're on a budget, are you? Yeah. Well, they don't always say that. They might think it.
Oh yeah, they don't say it. But you feel judged. Like if I'm talking to someone who's a bit bougie and pretentious,
you might not tell them that you buy your shower gel from Lidl.
Yeah, 79p from Lidl. I'm like, why would I pay more for shower gel? It's just soap for your body.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
Yeah, the most I've ever paid for a shower gel was about 20 odd quid.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, Arbonne. Wow. I know.
Yeah, I just think it's soap is soap, isn't it? It's just going to wash your body.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
I'm not like that anymore.
British people tend to, I think they're a bit judgmental with supermarkets.
Yeah, and I'm one of those that like shop around, so you can't judge me because I'm like, well, I get my fruit and veg from Aldi because it's fresh, but I might get my something else. We get all our bread from Waitrose because we really like the sourdough there.
Also,
I mean, that just screams fussy, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It does. But if you go to M&S, like during the reductions, you get loads of the yellow labels.
I love that.
All the reduced stuff. It's amazing.
That. Absolutely love that. Anyway, so apparently in the US, people are not so much judged on where they do their food shopping. That's for the US.
The next one is, I've never really thought about this before, but it's true. When we talk about ketchup, we always call it tomato ketchup. And in America, like this woman's saying, as opposed to what? The onion ketchup? Like because in America they just call it ketchup, but like we don't say ketchup really,
like,
do we?
Was anyone eating tomato ketchup?
Yeah, that's what or when I was younger as well, I used to call it tomato sauce. And it's not sauce.
You didn't?
Yeah. Where's the tomato sauce?
No way. Did you ever do that thing, like I know a lot of Brits do it, they just call the thing by the brand name? Yeah. So like, has anyone got the Heinz? Or has anyone got the HP, like HP sauce?
That's true.
Or has anyone got the Philadelphia?
Yeah.
We'd never say
cream cheese.
Cream cheese. We'd always just say the brand. Pardon you.
Sorry guys. It was just cream cheese. I got very excited.
Oh, yeah. Did you?
Someone at breakfast today, we're at a yoga retreat at the moment and everyone's relaxing.
This is such a funny story.
But the girl opposite kept talking about how much she loves mushrooms. And I was like, okay, because I absolutely hate mushrooms.
Can't stand them.
And then I took a sip of my coffee and she mentioned mushrooms for the third time and I choked on my coffee and dribbled it down myself. And she was like, I'm really sorry, I'll stop talking about mushrooms.
Hysterics. I was like, he really doesn't like them. Like even this, just you saying it 4 times is now he can't be here.
No.
It was funny. We did play up to it. But it was really funny.
And I do have an intolerance to shiitake mushrooms, so it's not just I don't like them, I am actually allergic. Intolerance.
Remember that intolerance test you did?
Yeah.
And it actually said you were intolerant.
Yeah.
Not just fussy, just intolerant.
No, I'm intolerant in terms of, my attitude, but also intolerant physically.
Yeah. Okay, so this one's more of like a confusion thing. So the term getting pissed in the UK refers to getting drunk.
Yeah. Or angry.
Or angry, yeah, I'm really pissed off. So that can be quite confusing for Americans because I think it only means angry for them, doesn't it?
I think so.
It doesn't mean going out and having fun and having a few drinks. Yeah, getting drunk is getting hit.
Yeah.
So that's just one difference that might throw you off if you're here for the first time. You're like, wait, are you going to be planning on getting angry at me? Or are we going to go out drink and then you're going to have a go at me?
We're going to have loads of drinks and I'm going to get so angry.
It's confusing.
So another confusing thing for this American living in Britain is that drinking at work or after work at work events is highly encouraged. Despite having to go to work the next day, you're just like, we're all going to be hungover together, but let's all get wasted. Obviously, we can't relate because we've never had a proper office job. We've had proper other jobs.
That requires, like, compulsory socialising, otherwise they're offended.
Yeah.
That's a real thing in the UK.
Yeah, because when we used to do promo work, we used to like, they might be like, hey, does anyone want to hang around afterwards for a drink? We're like, are you going to pay me to be there? No, I'm going home.
I've got a home to be at. That's so expected in the UK.
Yeah.
So much so that my cousin was actually telling me, like, one of the reasons why she left a previous job was because the expectation outside of the job, socially, was so intense that she couldn't bear to keep letting them down, and they kept saying like, oh, you're not feeling it, or like, what's going on, like you don't seem very up for it, socialising after work. And she's like, well, I've got a husband and I don't really want to, this is a job, like I'm not here for fun.
I know.
And that offended them.
Because I've got friends that do that. They'll go out at work events, get super drunk during midweek, and then I'm like, but does your boss not care that the next morning you're turning up maybe a bit late or a bit hungover? And they're like, no, the boss, is telling us like there's joining in.
Yeah.
And I think that's really strange.
I mean, it's not everywhere, but it is, like, you do hear about it quite a lot. And I just think it's kind of sad because it's almost the opposite of what people think about Brits. You know, rude, don't want a conversation. Yeah. But when they're in their circle with the people that they like, and they are in an environment where there's alcohol, they change and they can just relax and be a bit more American.
Yeah. By the sounds of things, this doesn't happen as much in America, where they'd be like, don't turn up to work hungover, whereas Brits are like, do it.
Yeah, you could say to your boss, like in the UK, if I drink tonight with you guys and get absolutely hit, then you can't expect much from me tomorrow. I'll be zonked, I'll be out of it, and they'll be like, yeah, fine.
Yeah, we'll take it easy tomorrow, it's fine. Very weird.
Oh, it's weird, isn't it?
But as we said, can't relate.
Can't relate, we're very lucky. This is our job now.
But can you imagine us getting wasted before filming videos? We wouldn't do it to each other.
No. Promise. If either of us turned up to this drunk, we just wouldn't do that to each other. Why would we do that?
We couldn't, like, even
why would we do it every day?
You said yesterday, by the fact that you wish you could stay to network at that event you went to, but you were like, but I wasn't going to do it because I knew I had this weekend to come to. And like, so you sacrifice.
Yeah, true. I knew I had filming, I knew I had an early train to catch to get up to here for this lovely yoga retreat we were on. And it wouldn't be fair. No. So I don't really do that. No. Well, that's what you get when you're with a considerate, we're both considerate.
We are, we're kind people.
Exactly. Because we're kind people.
Because we're kind people.
So another thing is maternity leave or holiday pay and things like that. So in the UK, if you have a baby, you get maternity leave if you've got a job, as in you're in employment, you've been there for a certain amount of time.
You get a lot of maternity leave.
I don't know how
we made a video about it.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember, but I think we did say in that video how much maternity leave you get. Yeah. But it's a long time.
I met an American a few days ago who is living in the UK. She has a British boyfriend. Yes. And she said, I was like, oh, do you want to move back to the US at some stage? And she was like, not before I have a baby. Like, I'm going to make the most of the maternity pay here. Which I was like, oh yeah, that's what reminded me to be like, oh yeah, we do have great maternity leave in the UK.
Yeah, and it's
paternity leave for the fathers.
Paternity not as much, do they get 2 weeks?
No. But I think in the US they don't get anything, dads.
Oh, that's sad. That is really sad.
And also you get about 5 weeks paid vacation in the UK in your job.
Oh yes.
In general, you have 5 weeks holiday, or 4 to 5 weeks, I think.
Yeah, and sometimes they say exactly how many days that is, and they know how many days they've got left. And if they don't claim those days off work, then it doesn't roll into the next year.
Yes, and you're encouraged to take it.
Yeah, they're like, take your leave. Yeah. Which is annual leave.
To let us know what it is where you guys are from. I think I've heard it can be like 1 or 2 weeks a year.
Oh, that's
which is horrendous.
So no one can keep that up. Holiday.
No.
That's a shame.
Thankfully, we can take holiday whenever we want. Which I'm so great. I mean, it sounds boastful, but I'm just very grateful that, every day I'm grateful for the fact that I don't have to apply to take holiday.
Yeah, we're very, very, very lucky that we are we determine our own schedule now because this is our job. So right now we are on this yoga trip and we're looking at this beautiful like hilly landscape.
There's a
out the window
behind
outside,
the camera.
and it's just so pretty out there. And we've been doing yoga. And now we're also filming videos. So everyone else on the retreat now, and they're off on their free time. And
they're reading a book by the fire.
Yeah,
going
they're doing
for a walk.
walks. Might stop at the pub.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd use the free time to do some videos because it is a work trip.
It is.
And it is tax deductible, so we ought to do some work really.
Yeah, exactly. So Mr. Taxman, if you're going, is that yoga retreat like really for work? Watch this video. Yes, it is.
It is. Be prepared as well to pack your own shopping bags. Going back to supermarkets, what we spoke about at the very beginning, I don't think any UK supermarkets do packing for you anymore. Unless you... Do you remember back in the day where they say, do you need help with packing? And then someone would be floating along the aisles to help you with packing? That's not a thing.
No, they don't have that. In the US, like, people pack the bags for you. And it's so awkward.
And they pack it smartly.
No, they don't. Are you joking?
I remember being at one and she was like, oh, that look.
Oh, yeah, in terms of maybe weight and stuff. But remember when they'll just put one thing in a plastic carry bag and you're like, don't put one thing in there. Like, it's such a waste.
That was dumb.
Also, it feels so awkward because I remember going to Publix in Florida and all of them that pack the bags say they're wearing a badge that says "Do not tip me."
No, you're joking.
Because it's included in their salary, but it just feels really like inhumane. Like they're wearing a badge that is just like "Do not tip me," and it's
not
like.
Cool.
And I feel really awkward with them packing my bag. I want to be like, no, I want to do it, not because I'm a control freak, but because I feel awkward that I'm perfectly able to pack my own bags and I'm making another human being. It's like still in America, and some states have people pumping gas for you, and I'm like, I couldn't do that. It's like going back to the slave trade. I couldn't do it.
That's still a thing in like Greece and Cyprus though. Yeah, like most petrol stations you just drive up and they do it and then you just give them the money. I suppose
it gives someone a job, so maybe it's good for the economy. But
in the UK that is not a thing. You get out of your car,
and you do it
yourself. I recently had some training in that because you know, who teaches you how to do that?
Also, with bags in the UK, it used to be 5p per bag, now it's 10p per bag. So basically, if any carrier bag you use, you have to pay 10p for.
Yeah. And it sucks because then you keep going, oh, why didn't I put a bag in my boot? Yeah. So, yeah.
But we've dramatically dropped the amount of single-use plastic bags that people are using, and all the money raised goes towards like wildlife funds in the UK and abroad, I think. So I think it's a really good thing. I think all Brits hated it initially and were like, I'm not paying 5p for a bag, and now it's 10p. But now I think we're all collectively like, no, it's for the greater good. It's for climate change. It's for everything.
And most of the time, if you're just carrying something from like there to your car, I don't need a bag actually. I'm just going to carry it.
I think the only ones they don't charge for is if they've got paper bags.
Oh yeah, paper's great.
Yeah,
paper bags back to basics, guys. Let's go back to paper.
Come on.
Brown paper bag. It's only annoying when it rains.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about supermarkets, if anyone's interested, is that if you do an online shop with Ocado, so that's Morrison's or Waitrose, that deliver via Ocado, if you give them back all the plastic bags you have in your cupboard, they will give you 5p back per plastic bag.
That's good.
So I stuffed like 40 plastic bags that I had in the cupboard.
And they don't have to be Ocado?
No, any supermarket, anything. So I had like a build up, because every time you pay 10p, shove it in the drawer and it builds up. So I got them all out and then they discounted the money off of my shop. So I got reimbursed.
Did you watch them count them?
No, you just tell them. You just say there's 40 there and he goes, 45 then? And I go, yeah, 45.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ocado Man, for the extra couple pennies. Thank you, Mr. Ocado Man. I'm kidding. That was me zipping up from showing my breasts.
That's what I did. I was like, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ocado. That's funny. Aww. Anyway, that's all of our differences for today. There's plenty more if you want us to go into this. Let us know in the comments. We can do another one of these.
We've only been through the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
So we will do more if you want.
I was like, you were like tip of the iceberg. I was like the roots of the mountain.
The roots. We've done the roots.
We've tickled the
iceberg. But anyway, before we go, just a very quick thank you to Squarespace once again for sponsoring a video. We love Squarespace. We've been working with them for a few months and they are the best place to go if you want to design a website or a blog, or you run your own business and you just need even just a landing page.
Yeah, you just need a landing page for all your stuff. and you go, this is who I am, this is my brand, this is what I'm maybe selling.
Yeah.
And you can use their tools to help you sell your products. You can do subscriptions on there. You can connect your website to all your other social media and allow auto posting to other platforms.
Yeah, scheduling. Oh my gosh, that is the dream.
If we had scheduling in place, a lot of things would run smoother in our lives.
But because we're disorganised, it doesn't happen.
We've not quite got there yet, but we are encouraging people to be scheduled.
Yeah.
Schedule. I say schedule.
I say schedule.
But I'd cringe if someone was like, let me just check my schedule. I'd be like,
And we've got a 10% off code, so if you use the code Joel Lia or head to the link in the description, which is squarespace.com/Joel Lia, you can get 10% off a website or a domain name, and just give it a go. Until then, it's completely free to try it out, so just have a play around, see if it tickles your fancy, which I'm sure it will, and then if you want to buy a domain, use our code.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you Squarespace for sponsoring it. We will see you guys in the next one.
See you soon. Subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.